Well, hello, and welcome to week one of the Spooky, Scary Skeleton Halloween Read-A-Thon. Yay, you made it! I've been waiting for you. Hello, my name is Floss. This is the Great Jelly Library where we love to talk about books. Thank you for joining me. I'm always looking forward to your visit. Anyways, it is a very exciting week for readers. Well, more than week, I guess. There's a lot going on in the reading world. All right, so this is, we're going on week two, but I just finished week one of the Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween Read-A-Thon. I just finished my first book. One book down, 7 books to go. Can she do it? I think I can. Um, we have the banned books read reading group 2024. If you would, well, look at how I just mangled that. Okay, so it's reading banned books, 24 banned books in the year 2024, and I am failing at that miserably. Yes, I am, and I'm ashamed, but I could only do so much. But I haven't given up. I will continue to read those banned books in 2024 and long after it. All right. So, also, there's many spooky read alongs that you can join, participate in. It's not too late. You can still sign up, especially if you want to join in the Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween read along. You can, or read a thon, you can just reach out to Nicole from Nicole's Bookish Nook. Check out her channel as well as the other co-hosts' channels. I will link their information down in my description, and I highly encourage you to go and support your fellow booktubers because there is a lot of hours involved in booktubing. And, we appreciate any kind of feedback or support that we can get. Okay, before I get into the first book that I finished for the Read-A-Thon, I would like to say that I took myself to my Barnes and Noble and I got this. From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley and Riley Keough. Riley is Lisa's daughter, and Lisa was writing this book but sadly passed away before she finished it. So Riley took matters into her own hands and completed it. And I am so excited to read this. I was thinking about the Oprah interview. I'm also excited to watch that. So I'm going to make an exception and I'm going to watch some TV when that airs. I think that's airing October 12th. But this book just came out today, and of course, I had to have it. And I have no patio furniture whatsoever, none. It's all packed away prematurely, I must add, because we have been having some splendid weather out there. But alas, I have nothing to sit on, so I have to sit on the wall that's in the yard. And you know what? I don't mind. I'm going to make myself a home there probably until midnight, or at least until I finish this, because I'm determined to get it read in a day. All right, let's talk about the book that I just finished, and it is called Thrillville, USA by Taylor. I hope I'm saying this right. Kyokyok. Um, and I'm going to tell you what I thought about these stories. I'm not sure if there's about 9 or 10 short stories, and what I think about the art of short storytelling. So yeah, let's get into that right away. All right, so within this book is about 9 short stories, and they are each very different in their own way. Some of these stories were cringy, made my skin crawl. Some of these stories I was pleasantly um, surprised. A lot of the stories were thought provoking. Each and every ending was absolutely thought provoking. And that might be the issue that I am contending with when it comes to a short story. I think I like closure in a story. I like to be told how the story ended. And none of these stories do that. We are left to draw our own conclusions. And my mind doesn't work like that. So if you take me into a dark place or a creepy place, my mind quickly wants to make everything bright and shiny and sunny and better. So it's totally not conducive of where the story was leading us. My mind has to polish it up and just make everything better. And it's just not the way these stories were meant to be. So I think that it's falling wrongly when it lands in my lap. These stories, I don't think that I'm doing with them what should be done. Do you know what I'm saying? All right. So I appreciate a short story and I appreciate that it's getting me to think, but like I'm not one of those people who when something's going like downhill, um, to kind of push it and propel it even further down that hill, I kind of want to like scoop it up and rescue it and carry it back up to the hill. It might not be making sense to you, but that's how my brain works. I just want everything to be okay. So maybe I'll get better at that because you know what? There is something wonderful about creating scenarios like that and running with them and then like totally leaving them where they're at. And I just have to get better with that. So, with all of that said, I have to give this book a star rating. And you know what? I think you're going to be surprised. Your girl has growth because I'm giving this book collectively 5 stars. I would recommend this book. Um, I definitely, I definitely enjoyed it. Now, like, how could I enjoy the creepiness or the cringiness of it? I did. I appreciated where it was taking me as a reader, and and the feelings that it was conjuring up within me. Like, for instance, let me just read some of these titles, and then I can elaborate on that. Okay, Thrillville, USA. That's the first story that was being told. And that story to me was sad, but I think the placement that the story took place in, the scenery surroundings, I think that added a world of depth and dimension to the story. I actually don't think this story would have been as powerful um, were it not told in this setting. So I think the setting had absolutely everything to do with the vibe of this story. And so I really, really liked that story. Okay, the artist's house. Now that one, I could not get out of that house fast enough. That house did not did not do anything for me. It gave me the icks, the cringy, the creepy crawlies, and I just wanted out of there. And truth be told, I would never ever go back to that house again because I didn't like the feeling that I was getting from it. The Drowned Woman, that is my favorite story in this book. As a matter of fact, I told 2 people about it, and it's not even a pretty story at all, but it is the story that I liked the most. It's the story that got me thinking the most. The Wedding Party. I'm not much on weddings. I'm not much on dressing up, and I'm not much on like planning and date remembering and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to say I was indifferent to that story. Wreck, I appreciated that story. It doesn't connect with me, but I was able to appreciate it for what it was. Emergency maneuvers. It was that one was okay. The flight instructor, I did not like that one at all. That one, that had nothing to do with me, and I couldn't even make myself go there. Dirt nap. I thought that this might be the one that I enjoyed the most, but it was actually the one I found the most disgusting. It was disgusting. It's a disgusting story. It made me actually say ill. Yeah, really. Um, Cooper goes to the country. All right. I actually I appreciated that story. Yeah, that one I like that one. That was a story well told. So there you have it. They are the names of the stories, and this is a great book. I actually would recommend this. Um, it's engaging and it's entertaining and it's good to get our wheels turning and get us thinking. So if you don't know what you should read, this will definitely entertain you and it will definitely get you thinking. And I think that's a wonderful thing. Yeah, I really do. Now I'm going outside to sit on a wall. Until we meet again, know that I love you. Don't let those bad days win. And when you dream, make sure you're dreaming big.